Welcome back to Satisfactory. I'm so glad you're here. All right. We've got a couple of things that we want to do just to sort of progress the game overall. And you know what? I think I'm going to also light the outside. So we've got a plan to do 3 researches. I'm not sure exactly which ones they are, but if we don't constantly research, we won't constantly research. So we're going to try to do 3 research items. We're going to upgrade our limestone mine to get our concrete factory producing a little bit more. We're going to build 2 levels of our iron starter factory and link it up. We're going to connect that new starter factory to storage and export. We're going to light the inside of our bottom floor, and then we're going to light the outside. And we will be very close to done with this little iron product starter factory. So let's check our research. Where is that, ma'am? Don't think we have anything. Well, if we really wanted it, we could probably get this. Let me jump over here really quick. Take these Summers loops. Build a constructor. Connect you to here. Jump in here. Make I think we need to check our digital depot. We've got 20 spitter remains and 6 hog remains. That's probably good enough to get us started. Let's just bang these out real quick. And then spitter remains. Oh, gotta change the recipe. I mean, if you're gonna do it, why not turn 1 into 2 instead of 1 into 1? Use your summer sleuth, people. And then we'll turn the DNA capsules. So 1 to 2 on that. That's gonna take just long enough to let that go. Let's see if we can do something else in the meantime. Alien technology. Ooh, I like this idea. Surely we've got some Mercer spheres. 19 of them.
Dimensional expansion increased to 200%. Refining manipulation of SAM allows us to now deconstruct non-living matter down to its atomic components in one dimension, and store it in basic bound states in another.
We do not resonate with the tribute song. Do not worship at the window. Desecrate our temple gifts. This shallow serenade is sour and salt.
My intention was not to encroach, if that is what upsets you, nor was it to dispose of material I do not waste.
Okay. So that's one of our research. We've got some Caterium options here. We know we want to get to smart splitters.
New Caterium research options available. Congratulations on finding this metal. Many Fix-It initiatives will benefit from Caterium's applicability in advanced engineering. Also, it is probably not sentient, and so unlikely to feel pain as we exploit it.
Unlikely. But no guarantees.
Research completed. AI limiter recipe unlocked. New Caterium research available.
Ah, I like hand equipment slots. For sure.
Tool belt expanded. No alien organisms were harmed during the creation of this tool belt.
That's obviously a lie. Upgrading this was huge. I'm tempted to go again, but the problem is we kind of need these Mercer spheres. We've got screws, rods, plates. That's 3. I don't know. Did I reconnect steel pipes? Yeah, I reconnected steel pipes. So we just have those 3, but then we're going to have 3 over here as well. So that's going to be 6 brand new requirements for Mercer spheres. I guess I'm going to have to do another exploration effort here soon. Fabric and rotors. I might have rotors. I think I'm going to go for another stack. The other thing I'm interested in is the rifle. We could probably dig our way down into that, but we'll do that. We'll do that before we do the exploration. That's probably a fair way to do that. Let's go ahead and give ourselves another stack on the digital depot.
Dimensional expansion increased to 300%. New understanding of matter manipulation technology allows the dimensional storage to deconstruct all matter to the subatomic level, storing its elementary particles until the part is recalled.
You are digging into deeper layers. Shallow matter contains wind of symphonies and void songs and deep echoes.
It is fascinating what one can find out simply by looking closer.
I wonder if I should just dump these alien DNA capsules straight into the... straight into the research. Or the sink. I probably shouldn't put them in here because that's how you lose track of things. All right, let's get to it, shall we? Oh, wait, no. We did our research. Let's upgrade this. This is an easy upgrade. Production. And we're just going to hit this miner right here. That limestone gets generated into our concrete factory right over here. That is, as soon as it starts up. There we go. Did I reclaim the... I did. Okay. Just a full belt 480 of limestone. That'll help us make concrete. That concrete gets sent, well, a little bit of it gets stored here for use, so we can just pick it up. The rest gets sent over to the mega factory. Right now, it's primarily being used to make encased beams. Blueprint. Iron. Where is our starter factory? There it is. Let's get... Uh-oh. Starter factory iron neon. There we go. All right. So we need some wire. A few rods. Copper sheets. Looks like we're going to get the copper sheets that we need from the digital depot. Really what we need is wire. Hello? Are we really that out of wire? That's shocking. I mean, I guess it's not too shocking because we don't have it being made anywhere and automatically uploaded. So let's just take a second to get the chunk of wire, maybe add a little cable to it, and then pull from the digital depot some quartz, just because I know we're gonna need quartz. I think we're emptying out our wire. That's not great. I could also upgrade this. Let's see if I've got the juice. Well, that's unfortunate. We created a crate that we couldn't get to because it was directly inside. Now let's see if we can rebuild this. Production, production, production. There we go. allowing ourselves get a little distracted here, but this belt is not actually connected. But this way we will get more concrete, and concrete is on our to-do list of things to do next. I think that one has to connect to one of these limestone storage areas up here. All of this needs upgrading. Okay. I need to put an exit sign on that door. Alright, so we dropped off some of our encased beams, but I got a few over here. We only need to click this twice. Let's just jump over here. We might have encased beams over here we can use. Blueprints, neon. Connect to a blueprint. I think it goes that way. Then maybe one more. We need 400. I'm just now realizing that we don't have any storage for pipes. That might be okay. It might be reason enough to leave open another spot over here. We'll jump back over here and grab a little bit of our Should I click this in or should I connect the one that's already in there? I think I can connect them both. Neon, that's it. I can't tell where the front of this is. This looks like it should be here. I guess we'll figure it out once we get up there. Well, at least this one's in the right place. Yeah, looks like we went 2 for 2. Want to make sure all 3 of these are connected. Okay, we finally made it to the top. I don't think we need to have the ore come down. That doesn't make any sense. What I want to do is link these. it's this first little hit that's going to be a problem. I mean, I could just go clip city here and bury this. Or I can make this... I just make this whole wall screws. Or at least just this little piece right here, just because of the awkwardness of it. I'd be very happy if I could make this happen, but I'd also be very surprised. One of the reasons why I like the idea of having multiple products on each wall is just because it does offer a different visual speed to the stream. But I think I'll go with kind of getting this done. How am I going to get this one little turn right here? Some dreams you just can't have. I think a multi-item wall is too much to ask for. I mean, I could do it. Reconstituting that at the end, though, would be a nightmare. If I go this way, everybody gets the exact same amount. Uh-oh. That is the wrong connection. Gonna have to believe that to get that iron ore out of there. We might come back and do something fun with this roof, but for right now, I think we'll just chrome finish this center. So if we're ever flying in, we know, hey, that's the iron version. I don't know that we have the height necessary to build this. So that wasn't too bad. What is that? 4. I might be able to do the whole thing with 4. These things do have ladders built into them. Ooh, we burned through our encased beams. I think we can drop over to the mega factory. Put a couple encased beams in our pocket here. Pocket dimension, that is. Yeah, having access to that larger stack is very nice. When you go from not building to building, bigger stacks makes a lot of sense. While you're in the midst of building, faster drop-off makes the most sense. Or faster upload speed. I wonder if I can reach from these smelters. Oh, just barely. And here we need a little something to walk on. So now we have to reconstitute all that into single belts of each type. This is going to be painful if possible. The problem is we have this one in the center that's supplying the ore. And then we've got this one. This is really the flex of the whole thing, which is causing issues. Because this is iron ore, and this is iron rod, I should say. I guess if I could just drop these. Guess we'll just drop a splitter here, right? We'll go like this and like this. Let's see if we can get all that ore out of there and then just have a nice clean iron rods. Well, that's kind of working. Didn't I drop down here somewhere? So we have all the storage, the local... We made stuff and now it's being storage in place. I probably should have stuck with what I was doing because now I'm having... Alright, there we go. Okay, so... Probably put the plate on this one. The screws are way over there. Actually, I think I'll just... We are going to have 2 for the screws. Sorry if you've got claustrophobia. We're almost out of here. So there you go. Screws and some plates. Nice chunk of screws again. Rods over here, hopefully. Yay, rods. I don't know if that's considered connected or not, so I think that might be good to go. Let me put this... I just want to connect these to make sure that they're going to be in a reasonable location. So if these things are gonna be like right on top of other problematic issues, I could probably kind of gather these up. We want it to fill up the local, making sure we don't delete any wires or cables. But we also want to have, you know, opportunities for any overflow to go to the mega factory so this thing doesn't sit idle. I have to admit, that looks pretty cool. All right, let's jump back in there. Wait, what? I've got two of these are screws. Do I need two separate connections for the screws? I don't know that I do. once I get my smart splitters, we can talk about sushi belting all this. Oh, I haven't connected these other ones yet. Let's connect those so we know what we're dealing with. You know, these things still aren't connected. That one looked like it was connected. That one looks good to go. This one is good to go. This one looks like it's trying to reach out. No, that one claims to be good to go as well. I don't think there's any place where I can actually inject these iron rods without going back up and going to the machine itself. Well, whichever one that one is, it's not the screws. The rods is good. And the one half of the screws are set up. Ah, steel pipes. Where? How do we have this not connected correctly? Oh. Is that even the right thing? That might not even be the right connection. Oh, it is. It's just everything looks weird from down below and underneath. We're making crates, which is never good. Yeah, this is definitely getting skipped. I'm just going to have to accept that this is too close. Move it back. There we go. Finally. That means this one is plates. Yes, and then this one over here probably has the same proximity problem. There we go. So that's where we'll set up the screws for export. pipes, plates, and rods. Pipes are already going. So we could sushi belt the whole thing. Though this is the pipes belt. That's the milestone belt right there. We still have lighting to do. But all in all, I think this works. Ooh, one pillar's not going to be enough. That actually kind of works. And then what I would really want to do is light this like this. It's a question about whether or not I would want to overlap the bottom or not. I wonder if I can use the light beam. I think I'm moving into blueprint territory. But I kind of like what's going on here. I think I'm going to call it there. We might do a future video, or we'll do it as part of a live stream where we go in and decorate that inside. But all in all, I like where we're headed. I'd have to do some measurements and put together a few things in order to sort of build this out here, then put in the light beams, and then probably change the color. I might try to light this up with orange just so there's a slightly different internal color going on. But once all of this fills up locally, it'll provide additional screws and rods and plates to the mega factory. So the only other research that we should consider is whether or not we want to get that smart splitter situation resolved. We need 10 AI limiters. AI limiters, that's... I want to say reinforced plate and... No, that can't be right. Quick wire and copper sheets. I knew the copper sheet side. Quick wire. I don't know that we have that. Wait, of course we have it. We've got lots of it. Matter of fact, I don't even have to pull it into my inventory. I think next time we will we'll do a sushi belt thing just to sort of give ourselves a little bit of a break on this thing. We've been going pretty hard on this, though I do think it looks pretty cool. And that way we don't get totally sick of it. We'll sushi belt in, put in some tactical AI limiters. We might have to consider awesome sinks as part of that, but otherwise you do run the risk of one thing backing up and then backing up the whole thing.
Smart Splitter unlocked. The Smart Splitter offers advanced settings that can improve conveyor belt logistics.
I expected a little more than that, but okay. These pipes are coming from the factory. These pipes are coming from the Church of Steel Pipe over there. We could... Oh, but we've only got smart splitters. Well, that's going to be an interesting problem to fix. Let's make you number 6 on our list. If we add everything, I mean, there's obviously plenty of room on this belt. If we put all 3 of those things on here, I wonder if I had enough just to think about it a little bit. Logistics? No, no, no. Yes, yes. Going forward, it would need to be steel pipe only. Right? Then on the right output, because it's from this direction, if we said any, then it would be 50-50 on the steel pipe, and then everything else would go to the any side. Any undefined, I think, is the one we want. And the steel pipe is backing up a bit. I don't know that... Will an awesome sink fit in here? It's off by that much. I mean, I've got 4 items, so this comfortably fits 4 items. So that's one way to consider it. Just put 4 additional links on here and just send everything over here, and then just say, okay, we're going to drop off steel pipes, then we're going to drop off this, that, and the other, or we could go 4 deep in that direction and then have a bunch of storage for each of those items. Of course, if I did a separate line just for steel pipes, I'd probably want to reconnect it back to this. So that way it's all still part of the standard deal. don't know. Definitely something to consider for the next video. Thanks for hanging out. What do you think? It's a lot for a starter factory. Obviously, it's kind of a starter factory plus. It's on Mark IV belts, so it's clearly not a starter factory. We're making 400 screws per minute. I could go back in there and like tweak some of these belt speeds. But once these local storage fill up and this gets backed up, then it'll all come to here. Well, actually, let me think about that for a second. That might not be true. Because they're all basically connected to the same storage. What is this? Yeah, the screws are the ones that are going to be looking the best. And then it'll be a question of like, how much iron ore do we have left? Well, we're using all the iron ore that we're getting. Ooh, that's the other thing. I might sushi over this iron ore as well. Let's go. If I commit to pulling the ore out of here and getting it into the mega factory, then upgrading this makes sense. Because then all this extra ore can just go and get sushi'd in. And we definitely have a place for that. Why are you slowing down on me? This belt has a 480 speed. I must have missed an upgrade somewhere. And there it is. We've got 3 of these belts, which is more than 480. So we can kind of keep the look of that. I don't know if we really need to, but it's interesting enough. We might hook the copper into here so we don't have to build another one of these sky bridges. Oh wow, we're using all that ore. That's surprising. Oh well, I like it when it flows freely anyway. I mean, I guess when you look at things like this, where we're using 120 per minute and then another 120 per minute on this side, the Church of Steel Pipes is probably responsible for a good chunk of the reason why this is flowing freely. So yeah, we could definitely upgrade that miner down there. No problem. Well, let's worry about all that in the next episode. I think it's time to call it here. We got our starter factory built. We're making all of our iron goodness. Next time we'll sushi belt it over. We'll build a ridiculous amount of storage for it all. And then we will have it uploaded to our digital depot. Make sure we do that as well. I think it probably makes sense to go ahead and give each item its own row at this low level, just because you end up with so much. You know, you need 20,000 screws per minute type stuff to build other things. So it might result in a lot of, well, it might result in a wide factory, but I think that's okay. I'm trying to keep our iron products on this side, and then we'll put the copper products on this side. But we'll figure all that out in the next episode. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.